I reveal the secret to sound sleep. Surely each of you is familiar with the state of joyful insomnia, when you have so much energy inside that you don't want to sleep at all, and your soul seems to be floating. But the opposite situation also happens. We want to fall asleep, but sleep does not come. Or we fall asleep quickly, but then suddenly wake up too early and can no longer close our eyes. As a result, we feel tired and exhausted in the morning. Our body gets energy from two sources, food and sleep. If the second source is not working well, then even with excellent nutrition and a healthy lifestyle, we will still feel a lack of strength for full activity and a joyful life. How can we make our sleep deeper and more restorative so that we wake up feeling refreshed and energized? Let's figure it out. Human life is governed by rhythms and cycles. It is no coincidence that we are awake during the day and sleep at night. One of the key factors for quality sleep is going to bed on time. Yes, we often have a lot of things to do in the evening: work, household chores, children. But if you organize your routine so that you go to bed earlier and get up earlier too, your body will reward you with freshness and clarity of mind. Our internal rhythm was originally linked to the movement of the sun. People went to bed when it got dark and got up at dawn to get their daily tasks done. The optimal time to fall asleep is around 9 to 10 p.m. It is important to catch that first wave of sleepiness, a kind of sleep breeze. At this moment, the body releases hormones that facilitate the process of falling asleep. If you ignore this signal and continue to do things, the sleepiness goes away and a new feeling of alertness appears. But the next wave of sleep may only come after some time, and it will be more difficult to fall asleep, as the body's resources responsible for sleep are partially depleted. Therefore, it is important to catch this first signal and go to bed on time. Sleep is not just rest, but the work of entire body systems. At certain hours, the endocrine, nervous, digestive, and other systems are activated. In the evening, starting at around 9 to 10 p.m., the processes of internal cleansing and restoration are triggered. If we are not asleep at this time, we lose the most valuable hours of rest, which cannot be compensated for by additional sleep in the morning. It's like coming to the bank after closing time. No matter how long you wait, the doors will not open. The first hours of sleep, from 10 p.m. to midnight, are considered the most important for deep recovery. Therefore, if we care about our energy and health, it is worth using this time. Our body has two main systems. The first is responsible for activity, struggle, and stress responses. The second is responsible for rest, nutrition, recovery, and sleep. To fall asleep, you need to switch to the second system, the parasympathetic nervous system, as much as possible. The calmer and happier we feel before bed, the deeper and more beneficial our rest will be. To achieve this, it is worth finishing all active tasks before 8 p.m. If you overload yourself physically or emotionally in the evening, the process of falling asleep becomes much more difficult. I am surprised when I see people going to the gym at 9 or 10 p.m. Yes, gyms are now open 24 hours a day, but nighttime workouts are bad for your health. Before bed, it is also advisable to avoid information that stimulates the nervous system. Alarming news, stressful conversations, and planning tasks. There is a reason for the saying, the morning is wiser than the evening. Instead, it is better to put yourself in a calm mood. Turn off all electronic devices at 10 p.m. Pick up a paper book and read something light and inspiring for 10 to 15 minutes. Let it be philosophical thoughts or good stories. They will help fill your subconscious with good images and even open up new ideas. And when you go to bed, it is helpful to remember all the good things that happened during the day and feel grateful. Gratitude is considered one of the strongest and most healing emotions. It relaxes, improves mood, and promotes the production of beneficial hormones. When such positive hormonal reactions occur in the body, they have a beneficial effect on all systems: the heart, blood vessels, lungs, joints, intestines, and muscles. It is a kind of internal pharmacy that helps you sleep deeper and wake up more refreshed. Some habits and little things greatly interfere with quality sleep. For example, products containing caffeine, tea, coffee, or carbonated drinks. They stimulate the nervous system and prevent relaxation. This is especially true for people with a sensitive, delicate nervous system. It is better for them to give up caffeine after lunch. The condition of the stomach also affects sleep. It is not easy to fall asleep when hungry, but overeating before bedtime also impairs rest. If you eat a heavy dinner right before bed, your body will spend its energy on digestion rather than recovery. As a result, your sleep will be shallow and restless. Therefore, it is best to eat dinner around 6 to 7 p.m., enough to keep you from feeling hungry at night. Sometimes insomnia is caused by internal experiences. Thoughts about an upcoming event or a troubling problem spin around in your head. As soon as you remember it, your body reacts with tension, and sleep immediately disappears. To fall asleep, it is important to shift your attention to something else. Self-observation and imagination techniques can help here. One method is to imagine that you are doing simple, monotonous work. For example, you are tightening screws with a screwdriver or sewing fabric with a needle and thread. Such images occupy the mind without requiring much imagination, and at the same time lull you to sleep, causing slight drowsiness. Another way is to imagine yourself as an object of nature. Imagine that you are a leaf swaying in the wind and then slowly falling from a tree, or a drop of water that evaporates, turns into a cloud, then falls as rain and begins its journey again. These images help to distract you from anxious thoughts and bring you to a calm state. But what if insomnia still gets the better of you? There are some practical techniques. The first is to actively rub your big toes. They have points that are responsible for relaxation and falling asleep. The second is a breathing exercise. Lie on your side, take a deep breath, expanding your chest and abdomen, hold your breath, and then exhale with relief, imagining that all the tension is leaving with the air. This exercise improves blood circulation in the brain and has a pronounced soporific effect. Sometimes sleep does not come immediately, but after 10 to 15 minutes, a feeling of drowsiness comes on sharply and deeply. There are people who fall asleep literally in a couple of breaths. Usually, these are cheerful and emotionally stable personalities. Their parasympathetic system works perfectly, and negative emotions do not interfere with rest. No wonder they say, "Sleeps like a baby." Children know how to be happy and therefore sleep soundly. Another reliable sleep aid is lavender essential oil. It must be of good quality. Natural oil has a bright, clean, and rich aroma. If the smell is weak or artificial, such a product will be of no use. Real lavender exudes a thick and pleasant aroma that has a calming effect. Before going to bed, you can put a couple of drops on your pillow or sheet, lightly rub it under your nose, or simply keep the bottle nearby to inhale the aroma. This helps you relax and fall asleep faster. By using these simple techniques, proper nutrition, thought management, breathing practices, and aromatherapy, you can significantly improve the quality of your sleep and wake up feeling refreshed and happy.